I'm going to show you an email. So this is related to our comment about AI.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you an email. I want you to read it, and I want you to answer the question.
Am I actually going to read it or to myself?
Actually, read it out loud.
Okay. Because
Um,
that'll actually prove it. So if it seems like a good email.
I'm going to throw it up on the screen too, but
Okay.
read it out loud. But then also, I want you to give me your take. Like basically, essentially, the context of this and the question is AI personalization a game changer in email marketing,
Okay.
or is it GTM or GTFO?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Hi, Charlie. Your scalability and efficiency in helping tech companies grow has indeed won you a top rank on G2. I love that you take pleasure in hiking outside B2B marketing. Got me thinking, can your agency take on 4 to 7 high paying clients at the moment? We have helped 43 agency owners scale past 100K per month by helping them install an in house client acquisition system that you can run in just 20 minutes a day. Confident we could do the same for your agency. Cool if I send over more info on how the system works?
Yeah. Okay.
Killian. Um, well, I think that it did stand out, probably to you, but to me, that they're just scraping data off of your LinkedIn or bio or some they found somewhere. Maybe your bio is somewhere public. Because the hiking thing is like kind of random.
I think that's on LinkedIn.
I was on LinkedIn, okay.
And I guess maybe just to say like that could have not been AI, right? I'm assuming
Exactly,
it's
yeah,
AI
it could
because
be.
it's like kind of got a few levels of person. They could have just pulled that manually, but I think let's pretend like this was an AI
Yeah.
email and think about potentially how personalized an AI email can get and if that's actually going to be useful.
I think the number one thing here that people need to stop being in denial about is that when it comes to marketing, whether it's outbound or not, the the thing that is important is there a need? Is this the right moment? I had an example where someone reached out to me a year ago, and said I was not interested. It happened to be that they reached out again. I don't even remember that last reach out, but it was something that I had a pain point for and a need for, so I was interested. Almost the same exact like messaging, pretty much. But the first one, I'm not interested. Second time, I was interested. So I think that whether you have this like personalized email or not, like, hey, maybe that does stand out a bit. Kind of. Sometimes I just find it creepy and weird. I would rather want to know, okay, really like understand like what are my needs as a CEO of a small agency, which he didn't say. Like if he was going to say, "Oh, are you struggling to, XYZ?" It was more like, "Oh, can you take on 2 to 4 customers?" It's like that's just like an arbitrary thing. That's not a pain for me. It could be, but like I think you have to really think to your buyer and then also could this be something that they're in market for and focus more on that. But the thing is like that's the thing with outbound, you're just praying that that person also has a need and is in market. So is it the effectiveness of your message? So yes, if it's done the right way, but it's the effectiveness of the message plus the pain point and the need and the timing that then creates a response. And some people are like, well, maybe it's the person, maybe it's how many touches you do, maybe it's this and that. And it's like, yes, all of those are maybe like very small factors, but at the end of the day, with outbound and with email like this, is only going to get a response if you're catching someone at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
and
yeah.
that's my take where so say that was AI and say that they made it even more personalized. They were like, I know you've got 2 daughters and you live on this street and your daughter goes like, I mean, obviously that gets into the creepy territory actually, but say it was like perfectly personalized. They had so much information about me and it had a really good, way that it went from the personalized message about me to kind of their services. I think that to me, as the recipient of the emails, it doesn't matter. Like you're just telling me stuff about me that I already know.
Right.
So what really matters is, am I currently, experiencing this pain or looking for this product or service? And are you just essentially catching me at the right time? So if that's true, and I can only really speak for myself, but if that's true, then you could literally have completely unpersonalized message and just say, we do this for this type of person. So like, it's still a good message. It's like about like the value proposition and kind of the pains you solve. And if I'm in market for that, maybe I respond. If not, then I don't. So you probably have the exact same response likelihood.
Yeah.
With or without the level of personalization.
Yeah.
Because actually that doesn't matter. It's the fact that the thing that matters, whether I respond or not, is if I am actually trying to solve that problem right now.
Yeah.
And you just catch me at the right time. So if that's true, then we don't even need to AI personalize stuff.
No.
Do we?
Well, the only time
I mean, maybe it makes it slightly better, but
I think where it's like
targeting,
where maybe if AI can, like tools like Common Room and stuff like that, where if they can surface up like companies that you want to go after that are searching on your site, I can even see that. Okay, that's a better thing, because then you're at least telling me who could potentially be interested, and then the whole point, like I said, is around timing. So that
but do you need AI to write a personalized email based on like the person does match?
No, 100%. And then if you think about like a consumer and how we buy, you know, how many times did you actually just buy something because your, your Instagram picked up on some of your search and they figured out, oh, this person's looking for mattresses. Okay, now you see a bunch of ads on mattresses. Do those ads say like, hey, Charlie,
right,
like,
exactly.
look at this mattress?
Well, actually, there was those T-shirts, right, that have like on Instagram ad. It's like, it says, "I'm an Englishman," whatever. It's like basically says like, it's like they've obviously personalized. They've got. But you
didn't buy that, Charlie.
I didn't, no, but maybe I should have. One of my biggest regrets.
I mean, that's kind of my thing. Is like, don't personalize based on the person. Like, I just feel like that's just weird and like not really worth the time. But and some of those things actually are better mid funnel, not top funnel. Like mid funnel, yeah, like maybe try and understand your buyer, but that should be a conversation. That should be like really just being interested, trying to create an icebreaker and say like, oh, hey, I've been following your content. I saw that you do this, blah, blah, blah. Like that's where personalization and noticing matters. Top of funnel, creepy. Mid funnel, oh, this person cares.
Right.
So there's like a big difference.
Fair, a good point, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like also the delivery aspect is a little bit better. If I was just getting a drip nurture with some of that stuff, even if I was tied to an opportunity, kind of weird. But if someone's actually telling me those things on a call or as an icebreaker, interesting. And so I feel like we're just like kind of losing the plot here a little bit when it comes to like, how do we stand out and show that we're not AI by using AI to then make something personalized
and then any email that looks too personalized now looks like AI.
Exactly. So it's like,
because actually that email might not have been AI, right? But now I'm just thinking it's AI. It's actually a really good point.
It probably wasn't, honestly, like looking at it. So I think that, yeah, that's my whole thing around email personalization. I think I should just understand your buyer more, understand your key personas more, really invest that time, and then like show what your customers are doing. Like, people buy. I see someone using a face cream that they saw results with. Oh, I'm interested, or like, someone was like, oh, I saved X amount of time by using this, weekly planner or something. Okay, cool. That's interesting to me. I am a busy person. Things like that, right? Like just seeing results. And so I think if you're actually just investing more better product marketing and training of your team, it actually might lead to just better prospecting. And
right. And how much AI do you need in that? Because if you know your customers, you've got maybe like 5 different, ICP profiles and different personas, you're going after, and you can write really good copy that's going to resonate with those people. Do you need to also add on, I saw you on a podcast and you said this, or do you need to add on like, other random stuff that you're picking up from AI? I mean, there's probably like a slight lift, but I think it's so insignificant compared to the message, the core message, and catching them at the right time, which is literally just a roll of the dice.
I think where the AI could just become useful is like taking all that information that we just talked about and then being like, hey, write me a few versions of emails or help me generate the best way to copy in this tone and stuff like that. Yeah. And, tools like Writer or something are kind of doing that. But like,
and that's not personalization, right? That's just
that's
kind of
just
copy
leveraging
creation.
AI for like copy generation. So
yeah,
I think there's a difference there.
So GTM or GTFO?
Not GTFO.
Like you're going to go full GTFO?
Yeah.
We kind of need a spectrum for this. It's like, but yeah, I would say if I had to choose, probably GTFO, just kind of focus. There's more things to focus on than just like getting some crazy level of personalization with AI and emails.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah.